Alright, so I think I'm live? I never know with YouTube, it like just happens. I never used to do that. It used to be like you would start streaming and then you'd have to click a button that says like, hey, do you want to go live? Oh, we're live. Look at that. Alright, cool. So yeah, new live streaming setup this morning. I don't know how easily I can show you. I just posted it on Twitter. There we go. Look at it. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so I got the new M1 MacBook Air, which is just ridiculous because it's literally the cheapest laptop that Apple has right now. It's $1,000. And I had probably about a $3,500 MacBook Pro from 2015 that I was using before, and I could hardly even do 720p streaming without the CPU being over like 50%. And this thing chugs 15% CPU. You can see it there, 15% CPU. And I'm doing the complete ultra-wide monitor HD streaming, no problem. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's pretty awesome how far that stuff's come. And then I got this new monitor because last time on the stream, I was doing a bunch of API stuff and had my keys exposed and whatever, so it'll be nice to have a second monitor now where I can kind of do some stuff off to the side. Actually, it'll be down below here. The only thing I don't love about this setup is like I feel like I'm going to be looking down more, whereas before it was like on my laptop and like that was the only screen. I mean, technically I'll be working up here, so like kind of I'm not like looking at the camera, but I almost wish the camera was like right in front of me so that like it would be like whatever. All right, so enough tech stuff. Oh, and just for ergonomics, so like I don't know how much you know about ergonomics. Let's see if I can just bump this down. So like this table, I got so I got this butcher block from Lowe's. It's like $100. And then I got some just like metal legs on Amazon. But I got 30-inch legs. And I want to use this chair, which has the armrests and it has a high backrest, so I can be a little bit more ergonomic. But these armrests are like, this chair doesn't go any higher, and it's like a couple inches below the desk, so I can't like level up the arms with the desk, so I can't have like a right angle, like nice ergonomic setup. So I got some shorter legs for this table, and for now I'm just using like this chair that I had randomly, but it just happens to like go higher, so it's pretty easy to just get up as high as I need to. So that's one thing I was gonna pop out the chat, because I feel like I don't know if people will chat, but if you want to chat and ask questions, I mean, I'm available for sure. So alright, so today I think I'm going to start working on some new content. I kind of had outlined some stuff here. Let me just check this. Quantitative trading strategies, sample algorithm. What was this under? Quant trading process. Yeah. Just put this stuff under here. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I kind of outlined exactly like what I'm going to be writing here. And let me just say, there. Yeah, so that's basically it. And actually, I'm going to turn this, oops. All right, let me turn this into a toggle list. I'll throw these in there. Oops. Cool. So the intro usually actually comes last for me. I mean, it's something that you can only really write after you've written the article. And so really, I think this what is quant trading is probably something that I can kind of work on. And it's something that I'll probably just kind of glean from some other articles. And I think what I was going to do was just kind of look at some of the other articles. I know this one, obviously, like this ranks for the featured snippet, so you know, you kind of want to write something similar. Quantitative. Oh, I didn't do the U. Trading is a form of trading. It's a form of trading. It uses mathematical models. Market opportunities. I don't know if I want to use opportunities. lots of backtesting. Actually, one thing I was going to look up. Hey, it had 7 clicks. Does it tell me any keywords? Still doesn't tell me any keywords. It usually doesn't tell you keywords until you get some significant traffic, so. There's a word for. Wow. For some reason I'm dropping all these frames. Probably got too many tabs. Why can't I think of the word? There's a word for basically the difference between like when you buy a stock and then like when that trade actually goes through, the price can be different. Like it can either be higher or lower. Why can't I think of it? I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go to that book that I was looking at. Amazon.com. Alright, so I think it was this one. Is that the entire table of contents? Slippage. That's the word. So slippage is yeah. Trade commissions, slippage. So slippage is like when you make a trade and the price changes between when you actually like make the trade and when the trade actually sells, which definitely can make an impact on how your your bot actually performs, because you know a lot can change very quickly. Include slippage in commissions. Alright, so, I mean, it seems like that's really it. Let me just look up, like, what. Automated trading systems are used to create a complete system that analyzes new market. So I'm kind of just spitballing about how I want to write this, you know, kind of quantitative trading introduction. Alright, so I've got something here. I don't know if it's like perfect, but I feel like it kind of outlines most of what's going on. I don't know if I want to say that or not. Alright, that's mostly fine for now. Interesting, I dropped some frames when streaming. So here's my streaming setup. It says that it could be because of my network connection. I'm not 100% sure. I'm on the garage, so, well, I'm at the workshop next to the garage, so sometimes the Wi-Fi isn't as strong out here. Either way, I think the stream will look fine. I also am streaming like the entire full width 21:9 monitor, so it's definitely a lot more data than just like a 1080p stream. So I like this because even this like chunk of text, I have so much more to write about. I can talk about developing new strategies. I can talk about backtesting. I can talk about walk forward analysis. I can talk about slippage and commissions. I can talk about the cloud services that you can use to automate trading using like APIs and stuff. You know, there's a lot, and obviously I can talk about like speculative trading and just like normal day trading. That's why I love like writing, because I mean, like, just this was kind of able to become, you know, developed almost off the top of my head, and even just because of that, now I have like so much more that I can write, and a lot of that does fall within the categories that I've already like made, but it'll make for a pretty sweet article, I think. Yeah, and I think if you target, you know, if you talk about some of these lesser known keywords, then you probably start to rank for them, because there's probably not, you know, dedicated articles on how those different things work. One thing I want to do too is, let me see if I can find the link. There's something that I want to do where you can basically add interactive little JavaScript, you know, little tools and stuff like that. That basically, okay, here we go. So like this. So this is like an article on like optics and stuff like that, and it's a really, really well done, very well done article. But you can see like this part here is demonstrating focus, and it's so cool that you can just like see how this is implemented. I'm not gonna probably do any like 3D graphics like this, but then like you're able to drag these sliders and you can adjust the focus on this camera and stuff like that. Like that is cool. So if there's a way that I can make it so that I can somehow, you know, analyze market data. Somebody's on the TV out here. So yeah, this stuff is super cool, and like this article, like it's for like every single you know, kind of topic that it goes through. It just has like these interactive things, and it's just like I mean, that's just so well done. This type of article is going to get so many links and so much, you know, so many shares, and just like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this probably took months to make, and you know, I think that's what people actually, let me just check out this site, because I'll check it out in Ahrefs, because I want to see, you know, I think that's what people underestimate with, you know, trying to do you know, trying to do SEO and trying to, you know, write content that ranks. Like, I mean, there's a pretty high bar, and if you do make, you know, the absolute best piece of content, then you're gonna just like, you're gonna do so well. Yeah, look at this. This post was written in December, and look at that backlink profile. It just is gonna go to the moon, because it's, you know, like the domain rating is just going insane because this post is getting so many. Actually, no, that's just the domain as a whole. Let me do just the URL. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's going to be similar, but yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to start just cranking through the rankings for all these different things, even after just 1 month. It was written a month ago, you know. So, very, very great example of how to do content very well. And this blog has a ton of different articles. If I go to archives, there's like lights and shadows, which is just super cool. Love it. There's this gears one that's really cool too. You can like it's just, I don't know, man. Something about it. And it works like perfectly on mobile and stuff. I don't know. There's just a lot that's going on this dude's blog, and I think it's kind of very, very underrated. But this is the kind of thing that you want to build, like if you want to have like crazy long-term success. You know, like maybe he's not getting, you know, complete accolades right now, but over time he's going to be seen as, you know, one of the best. I mean, look at this. He posts one post, boom, 2,000 likes, because people just love this stuff. He doesn't even like tweet, hardly ever. So yeah, very impressive, very impressive. My wife commenting on the leather mat. She got me that for Christmas. This is my live stream. Oh, I should have just done this for the live stream instead of grabbing my camera and showing you. Yeah, so this is my kind of new setup. So yeah, she got me the leather mat for Christmas, and yeah. So far the M1 Mac is holding up pretty good. So like the only disadvantage, I got like the cheapest MacBook Air. One, because it was the only version of the Air that was available at Best Buy. But also because like I don't always like to have the most beefy system, because when you're doing, you know, developing, especially like testing and stuff like that, like hardly anybody that's a user of applications has like the best computers on the planet. So all of your testing is done, you know, with a system that is really not accurate with what real world results are going to look like. And so you might have more system resources available to do, you know, different things that other people can't. And so you're going to get people saying like, hey, this thing doesn't work, and every time you test it, it works just fine. But you want to have a system that's, obviously you want something that's good enough, that's going to like make you productive and it's fast, you know, that you can actually like do your work. But you don't want to have an unrealistic testing environment where your testing is only done on a system that, you know, performs really well. And this is interesting. Why did this move to that window? I don't want that. I guess that would be in the display stuff. How do you move what display the dock is on? I guess I can hide it, but I feel like, oh. Now it's down here. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it doesn't really do too well with two monitors like that, like top and bottom. Alright, cool. So, yeah, just even writing this out now, I have quant trading process. I probably want to write one on back testing, accurate back testing or something like that. And model analysis, something like that. Yeah, so just keep cranking on this. This article is probably going to take, I don't know, probably take like 2 weeks before it's like done. And then over time, I'm probably going to, probably going to add to it and stuff like that. So I'm just taking a screenshot of this for the Twitter. I gotta admit, it is fun. It's fun live streaming this stuff. I think it'll be interesting if people actually come on and chat and stuff like that. Mostly just kind of talking to myself. But I think if I want that, I'd probably have to like stream at like a consistent time and stuff like that, so people can kind of expect like, hey, he's gonna come on at this time every day. Alright, so we've kind of been going for about an hour here. Doesn't seem like you got a lot done, but at the same time, I'm kind of laying out some of the foundation of how this article is going to expand over time. And as you plan, the more you plan, the more you can kind of like get a really solid picture of how your content's going to be written. Then that's what allows you to just write and not have a lot of stopping to like check things and stuff like that. And like that's what I was doing today. It was a lot of like, oh, what's that word for this, or like, how do I say this, or whatever. So I'm hoping that when I get to some of these other parts, I'll still have to do some research, but I can kind of like do the research and then just like write about it. So that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing. So all in all, pretty excited about it. It'll be neat to see how this article performs over time and just like what it ranks for and how quickly it ranks and stuff like that. It'll be really cool to be like, to have done this live, you can see every second of me working on it, and then to have it like have real world results relatively quickly, and I can just kind of point to it and be like, yeah, that's how you do it. So, all right, I think that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.